But then all of a sudden she burst on the scene with these Billy stories, and as I said before, we all love them and they're all very expressive. So I'm just going to ask Rhonelle a few questions right now about the whole Billy scenario. I noticed, Rhonelle, that Billy's grandma has a very strong Trini accent. Can you tell us, Rhonelle, what is your inspiration for these stories? Does it have anything to do with Sister Patrick, or what is the inspiration for the character Billy and for the story ideas and for the grandma? Are they based on anything or anyone?
It's really from my environment. Yes, with my family. I think the relationship between a grandparent and a grandchild, it's a beautiful thing. And that's universal. Especially when a grandparent is defending their grandchild. Being a grandchild myself, it's a beautiful thing to experience and to watch. So, yes, from my family, and also from my church family as well. There's a lot of families that I see taking their grandchildren downstairs for snack. So that brings an inspiration for these stories.
Okay. So it's nothing that Dane has done or had. Just checking. So can you tell, how many of you have ever said to Rhonelle, you should put these stories in a book? Anybody ever said that? Yes, we've all said that to Rhonelle. She owes us all, as the girls were saying in their skit, she owes us, some proceeds from this book. So when did you decide to write the Busy Billy book?
That is true. It's been years I've been sitting on this, and it was a conversation that I kept on having with God. I'm like, God, you're going to take me out of my comfort zone. It was almost like going back to when Moses was talking in front of the burning bush and give every excuse. And then I said, okay, God, I surrender. If you want me to do this, I will do it. And there was a beautiful lady, I don't know if she's here more now. She came to me about a year after, 2 or 1 year ago, and she said, Rhonelle, you should really do this. And I said, I will. And she introduced me to my editor, and then my publisher, and that was it.
This history is
surrendering to God.
Beautiful, and we're all excited and glad that you did it. Can you describe your journey with the process of writing the book? How did that evolve, and what did you go through when you were writing?
There was extreme highs and extreme lows. There's a verse that says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. We love that first part. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. He gives you that strength. Because there were times when I was weak and I was like, God, and the enemy was coming in like a flood. But there's also a verse that said, when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord will lift up a standard against him. He was coming at me, the enemy, saying, why would you put a black boy on the cover, Rhonelle? Why would you even put God in the book? Take him out. And this was happening in my conscious and in my subconscious while I was sleeping. And I learned how to rebuke the devil in Jesus' name. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stand for God. And it's a great thing when the Lord gives you something and you only see it with Him and you. And then when you are able to see it come out, it's an amazing thing. And I felt so close to the Lord, being that He is the ultimate creator, and knowing that you could create as well, it's amazing. So I just want to encourage all those who may have dreams to trust in the Lord and do it.
Amen. And I'm so glad that you rebuked the devil and you put a black boy on the cover and that you put God in the book. Because we need to, as Black people, see ourselves in positive images, see positive families. This grandmother who cares about her child. And every time you tell a story, there's a priceless lesson that the kids learn from it, and it's important for our young Black children coming up to see those positive images and learn those positive lessons.
Amen.
So, having said that, what is your main goal in writing the book? What do you hope that the book will accomplish in the lives of the children who read it, the parents who even share this with their kids and other people? What do you hope will be accomplished?
Yeah, the main thing is, I think we tend to forget as we grow, but children are little people, and they have little problems too. And I just wanted to encourage them, so when they lift up this book, that they're reading the values, like simple values like be polite.
Yes.
When you walk into a room, say good morning, good evening, or good night.
Yes.
It's all about choices that you make in life. Every choice has a consequence. Be content with what you have. I realize if parents are not really spending that time with their children, those values can just fall through the cracks. So I just wanted to document it so that children could pick it up if it's being read to. Every story in here, it does end with the end, but I hope it begins a conversation with whoever's reading the book to them to be like, yeah, let's talk about what we just read.
Amen. And when it's done so creatively, it's not like you're lecturing the child, but they're seeing it in a creative way.
Right.
And I love the fact that you always have a song.
Yeah.
So marrying your talents. She's a girl with many talents, right? So marrying all the talents that she has and putting them all into these stories is just amazing. So tell us, Rhonelle, do you think that there will be more Billy books anytime in the coming future?
Yes, I hope it's whatever God allows. It's amazing because sometimes the process would be God would give me the song first and it would come in like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, just like that. The whole song. I'm like, okay, Lord. And then He would give me the story. So as long as God uses me, I'm going to be a vessel open for Him and I'll continue to do it.
Amen. Very well said. We are so proud of you, Rhonelle. We are so glad that you come up with this. And we can't all wait to go out and copy the
Thank you so much.